You know, there's a certain almost revolutionary satisfaction in diving back into truly classic collections. I mean, specifically the Brothers Grimm. You think you know all the stories, but then you find one that it just didn't make the cut for pop culture.
Right.
And it's so short, so focused, and it packs this incredible emotional punch.
It's like being given the keys to the hidden local spots, not just the big tourist attractions. And the sources we have today let us do just that. We get to really zoom in on this one gem.
And that's our mission today. We're going to peel back the layers on the Slemkin, fishing, the lamb and the little fish.
Fantastic one.
We want to pull out all the surprising details, that incredible central dialogue, and really look at the characters who help reverse this classic curse.
And at its heart, it's a really simple, powerful conflict. You've got this pure, enduring love between a brother and sister.
Yeah.
And it's pitted directly against the absolute malice of a wicked stepmother who, and this is key, is skilled in Hexenkunst. Exactly. This isn't just a mean stepmom. This is targeted magical evil.
That distinction makes the beginning so much more heartbreaking. So let's unpack that first part. The setup. Before any magic happens, we've got the brother and sister who loved each other, quote, heartily. But they're already grieving their mother.
They're already vulnerable. They're living in this state of quiet trauma, suffering under this new woman.
So that makes this next scene, this one little moment of simple happiness, just the perfect trigger for the stepmother's rage.
Absolutely.
They're outside, playing with other kids in a meadow, and the geography is so specific. The meadow is next to a pond, and the pond runs right up to the house.
Like a liminal space, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's right there on the edge of the domestic world and the wilder world where magic can really take hold.
The perfect borderland for a transformation.
And here's one of those amazing deep dive details. They weren't just running around. They were playing a specific catching game and reciting this very particular Low German counting rhyme.
Oh, yeah.
It starts, Iniki, Binnike, Let me Leuven.
And the chant itself is like a whole little drama. It's this chain of trades, a bird for straw, the straw for milk, the milk for some cake from the baker. It sets up this little world where everything has a consequence.
Exactly, a transaction. Every single action is a link in a chain. And it all leads up to this final, really dramatic word.
Yeah.
And schneien.
Which means?
Slicing, cutting. The word that decides who gets cut from the game is the word that comes right before the stepmother literally, magically cuts them off from their human lives.
Wow. That's incredible foreshadowing.
It is.
So you have this moment of pure, innocent joy, and the stepmother is watching from the window, and the text says she just becomes annoyed.
It's not that they do anything wrong. It's just their happiness that irritates her. And because she has these powers, the transformation is immediate.
The brother becomes a little fish, a fishin, stuck in the pond.
And the sister, a little lamb, a lambchen, left in the meadow. The punishment, it matches the environment.
And the emotional fallout is instant. The transformation is only physical. It says they were both terribly sad. The fish just swims back and forth miserable, and the lamb wanders around and refuses to eat.
Right. It wouldn't touch a single blade of grass. And that detail, that's a powerful bit of passive resistance. It's refusing to accept this new animal body. It shows their human sorrow is still in there, completely intact.
So after this, we move into the next phase. How long does this sad state of affairs last? What finally pushes the stepmother to act again?
The source just says a long time passed, which really emphasizes how long they were suffering.
Right.
The trigger is totally external. Foreign guests arrive at the castle. And this need for hospitality gives the stepmother the perfect excuse to finish the job.
She sees her opportunity. She calls the cook and gives him the order. Go get that lamb from the meadow and slaughter it.
And her excuse is so thin, it's almost funny. We have nothing else for the guest.
She's literally going to serve her stepdaughter to visitors.
And the cook, who's probably used to weird things by now, he just complies. He goes and gets the lamb.
And the detail here is just wrenching. The lamb is led to the kitchen, its feet are bound, and it endured everything patiently.
That passivity, that acceptance of its fate, just makes what comes next even more dramatic.
Okay, so this is it. This is the moment. The cook pulls out his knife and starts sharpening it on the threshold, getting ready to kill the lamb. And that's when the fish makes its move.
Yes.
Okay.
It's pure high drama. It happens right at that border we talked about.
Yeah.
The house meeting the pond. The fish saw the cook take the lamb away, So it swims along the pond, right to the house, specifically to the Gassenstein.
Which is basically the stone sink or the drain where kitchen water would pour out.
It is the very last point of connection between the inside world where the sister is about to die and the outside world where the brother is trapped.
And that little opening is where the climax of the whole story happens.
Exactly. You have the sister up high in the kitchen, the brother down low in the deep lake, but their bond just, it crosses that barrier.
This dialogue is the absolute heart of it. It's so sad. The lamb calls down to the fish below.
She says, and I'm paraphrasing the translation here, "O little brother in the deep lake, how much my heart aches. The cook, he sharpens the knife, he wants to pierce my heart."
Wow. She knows exactly what's about to happen.
She does, and the fish answers right back, proving that their connection is way stronger than any curse.
What does he say?
He just reflects her grief right back at her.
"Oh, little sister up high, how much my heart aches in this deep lake."
That shared spoken sorrow is the one thing that stops the whole plan.
It's the power of their words defeating the power of her witchcraft.
Which brings us to the final act, the network of mercy. And it's not a prince who saves them, is it? It's the cook.
Just a normal person. The sources say he was terrified. He heard a lamb speaking these sad words to a fish.
He didn't need any more proof.
No, he immediately suspects it's not a real animal. He knows it's been cursed by, quote, the wicked woman in the house.
So he just shows immediate mercy. He defies his boss. He says to the lamb, "Be quiet, I will not slaughter you." And he substitutes another animal. The whole murderous plot is just derailed.
Yeah.
By one person choosing to do the right thing.
And he doesn't stop there. He actually starts the rescue plan.
Exactly. This is where the network expands. He takes the lamb to a guten Bäuerin, a good peasant woman, and he tells her the whole story. He passes on the knowledge.
And here's that little structural twist. This peasant woman, she turns out to be the sister's former wet nurse, her ame.
Right. A connection the stepmother knew nothing about. So because of that personal history, the nursemaid instantly knows who these cursed children must be.
So you have the cook's eyewitness account, plus the nursemaid's personal memory.
And that combination is what sets up the final step. It's a rescue built on human relationships, not just on magic.
So they take the siblings to a Weissentrau, a wise woman, the ultimate counter-magic.
And her magic is so different from the stepmother's. It's not about malice or elaborate spells. She just speaks a sejin, a blessing over the lamb and the fish.
And just like that,
they're human again. The curse is broken. Instantly.
So they're whole again. And the wise woman leads them into a large forest, to a little house, and they start a new life that's described as einsam, aber zufrieden und glücklich.
Solitary, but content and happy.
So when you look at the whole picture, the entire rescue really hinged on them speaking to each other, didn't it?
Absolutely. Those mournful words, right as the knife was being sharpened, that's what activated this whole network of support.
The cook's morality, the nursemaid's memory, the wise woman's blessing.
It all snowballed from that one moment of connection.
It's just such a powerful story about how an emotional bond can literally break through a physical transformation and stop death in its tracks. That exchange, sister up high, brother down low, it's unforgettable.
It really is. And it reminds you that the specific little details, the counting rhyme, the nursemaid showing up, the cook's moral panic, that's what makes these stories stick with you.
Absolutely. Which leaves us with this one kind of curious final thought. They escape the curse, they escape the stepmother, but they end up living solitary in the woods. They're happy, but they're cut off from everyone. What does that final solitude suggest to you? What's the long-term cost of escaping that kind of evil?
Well, the evil was inside their home. It was systemic. So maybe to be truly safe, they had to exit the system completely.
So their happiness is real, but it requires total isolation.
It suggests that sometimes the only way to truly heal from that level of malice is to just sever all ties and retreat.
It's a heady thought, isn't it? The curse is broken, but the world is still too dangerous to go back to. Something for you to mull over as you think about how we define peace and happiness in our own lives.